Hi, I'm Craig Meadows, County Administrator for Montgomery County. I'd like to share with you an overview of our county, as well as give you some insights into our annual budget process. Montgomery County provides a full range of services to its nearly 100,000 citizens, to include fire and rescue, schools, courts, parks and recreation, animal control, and libraries, just to name a few areas. Montgomery County is governed by 7 elected officials who serve on the Board of Supervisors. Each year, I, along with talented and dedicated county staff members, spend several months analyzing the current budget, looking at strategic initiatives, reviewing immediate and long-term requests, needs and issues, and determining projected revenues for the upcoming year. On January 9th, a public hearing was held, which gave citizens an opportunity to provide input for the upcoming budget. On January 22nd, the board held a work session to review revenue estimates. On February 12th, the school board presented its fiscal year 2019 proposed budget. During this meeting, the school board requested additional funds from the Board of Supervisors. After receiving and reviewing all of the information, I, along with county staff, created and presented a proposed fiscal year 2019 budget for the county on March 5th, 2018. My suggestion was for the board to approve a $189 million budget with a real estate tax rate of 89 cents per $100 of assessed value. While the board had planned to meet on March 19th for a special work session to discuss the budget, we had to cancel that meeting due to inclement weather. As a result, on March 26th, the board held a work session and voted to advertise a real estate tax increase of 1.5 cents, which would bring the real estate tax to 90.5 cents and the budget to $190.4 million. On April 5th, a public hearing was held to receive input from our citizens on the advertised tax rate. On April 16, 2018, the board met again to approve the tax rate and adopt the fiscal year 2019 budget. It was at this meeting the board voted to keep the tax rate at 89 cents, and the board adopted a $189.4 million budget. If you wish to review the budget, it's available on our website at www.montva.com/budget. It is also available at our libraries throughout the county, and a copy is available for review at the Government Center located at 755 Roanoke Street in Christiansburg. I encourage you to review the budget and to participate in the budget process for fiscal year 2020. It'll be here before you know it.
Where does it come from?
Hi, I'm April DeMott, Vice Chair for the Board of Supervisors. Now that you've learned a little bit about the budget process, I'd like to share with you where the money comes from. This year, the board adopted a $189.4 million budget and voted to keep the real estate tax rate at 89 cents. Resources within our county budget are classified as either designated or undesignated. Designated means that these revenue accounts are mandated for specific uses to include things like support for constitutional offices, court fees, fees for services and programs, direct state aid for public assistance programs, state and federal funds for schools, and support for human services programs. Undesignated resources fall into 2 categories: undesignated revenue and fund balance. Undesignated revenue represents dollars that may be used in the budget at the board's discretion. This includes property taxes and sales taxes. Of the $108.2 million of undesignated revenue, $66 million is allocated for public school operations or for the repayment of school debt, including interest, which we refer to as debt service and school capital. Revenue comes from several areas including real estate taxes, personal property taxes, sales tax, as well as several other areas. We thank you, the citizens of Montgomery County, for your support and engagement throughout the budget process.
Where does it go?
Hi, I'm Chris Tuck, Chair of the Board of Supervisors, and I'd like to share with you how we typically spend our money each year. We have a lean budget and we make it our priority to operate within our means. For the fiscal year of 2019, the board adopted a $189.4 million budget and voted to keep the real estate tax rate at 89 cents. In general, 70% of the budget is allocated to public school operational funds and debt service. This year, the school board requested an additional $2.3 million from the county budget to support teacher salaries, school buses, technology equipment, and capital improvements. The school board's $2.3 million request exceeded the county's total estimated increased revenue of $2 million for the fiscal year 2019. Given the revenue estimates for the fiscal year 2018 of $2 million, the county was able to provide $1.5 million, which funded 65% of the school's requested $2.3 million budget increase. The hope is that the board will be able to provide supplemental appropriations during the current fiscal year to the school board and bring the total amount closer to the original request of $2.3 million. Currently, the board has approved $109 million to be allocated for the school's operational fund, which is nearly 60% of the county's entire budget. In addition, the budget provides $4.6 million for the school nutrition fund. $19.6 million is also provided for the future school capital and school debt service. The remaining 30% of the county's budget is dispersed among 12 county departments, 5 constitutional offices, 3 agencies under separate boards, 4 court functions, 5 rescue squads, 5 fire departments, and 42 outside agencies. While the bulk of the fiscal year 2019 budget is being allocated to our schools, we'll also be investing in public safety in the form of needed equipment upgrades and operational needs, as well as the county's infrastructure and programs, to include parks and recreation improvements in the eastern Montgomery and Auburn areas. We're very excited about what we've all accomplished in the county, especially given our limited budget. Our goal is to be fiscally responsible and, in turn, do our part to protect the future economic stability of Montgomery County. I'm proud to report that due to our planning and conservative financial practices, we've achieved a AA+ rating by Standard & Poor's, making Montgomery County one of 19 out of 95 counties in Virginia that have either a AA+ or a AAA S&P rating. I know I speak for our entire board when I say it's an honor to serve the citizens of Montgomery County. We take our job seriously and do our best to be good stewards of taxpayer money.